this particular act, the 1909 Cinematograph, it was being introduced in response to concerns regarding the safety of the building in which films were shown following a number of incidents involving highly unstable narrate film stock getting fired to a number of cinemas. The 1909 Cinematography Act brought cinemas under local authority control and required them to be licensed. The Cinematograph Act became enforced on 1st January 1910. An act to make provision for the certification of cinematograph films for exhibition and for regulating exhibitions by the means of cinematographs. Coming on to its important provisions under this Act of Cinematography Act 1952, the first important section is Section 3, which is about Board of Film Censors. The central government constitutes a board to be called the Board of Film Certification for the purpose of sanctioning films for public exhibition. The board consists of a chairman and 12 to 25 other members, which is being appointed by the central government. The next section is section 4, examination of films. Any person desiring to exhibit any film shall in the prescribed manner make an application to the board for a certificate in respect thereof, and the board may, after examining or having the film examined in the prescribed manner, sanction the film for unrestricted public exhibition, sanction the film for public exhibitions restricted to adults, or sanction the film for public exhibition restricted to members of any profession or any class of persons having regard to the nature, content, and theme of the film, or direct the applicant to carry out such modifications in the film as it thinks necessary before sanctioning the film for public exhibition under any of the foregoing clauses, or refuse to sanction the film for public exhibition. After this is certification of films. Section 5A. After examination of films, the board grants certificate to the public or the person applying for it. The film suitable for unrestricted public exhibition is granted U certificate, which is universal. The film suitable for unrestricted public exhibition with an endorsement of the nature is granted UA certificate, and the film is not suitable for unrestricted public exhibition but is suitable for public exhibition restricted to adults, or as the case may be, is suitable for public exhibition restricted to members of any profession or any class of person. It shall grant to the person applying for a certificate in respect of the film an A certificate, or as the case may be, a S certificate. A certificate granted or an order refusing to grant a certificate in respect of any film shall be published in the Gazette Office of India. A certificate granted by the board under this section shall be valid throughout India for a period of 10 years. After this is appeals, section 5C. Any person applying for a certificate in respect of a film who is aggrieved by any order of the board, which includes refusing to grant a certificate, or granting only an A certificate, or granting only a S certificate, or granting only a UA certificate, or directing the applicant to carry out any accession or modification may within 30 days from the date of such order prefer an appeal to the tribunal by a petition in writing and shall be accompanied by a brief statement of the reasons for the order appealed against, where such statement has been furnished to the appellant, and by such fees not exceeding rupees 1000. After this is Constitution of Appellate Tribunal, which is section 5D. The central government shall by notification in the official gazette constitute an appellate tribunal for hearing appeal against any order of the board under section 5C. The head office of the tribunal shall be at New Delhi or at such other place as the central government may by notification in the official gazette specify. Such tribunal shall constitute or consist of a chairman and not more than 4 other members appointed by the central government. Next is suspension and revocation of certificate, which is section 5E. The central government may suspend a certificate granted for a period as it thinks fit or may revoke such certificate if it is satisfied that the film in respect of which the certificate was granted was being exhibited in a form other than the one in which it was certified, or the film or any part thereof it is being exhibited in contravention of the provisions of this part, rules made thereunder. The central government may require the applicant for certificate or any other person to whom the rights of the film have passed, or both, to deliver up the certificate and all duplicate certificates, if any, granted in respect of the film to the board or to any person or authority specified in the said notification. During the period in which a certificate remains suspended, the film shall be deemed to be an uncertified film. Next is review of orders by central government, which is section 5F. An applicant for a certificate or any other person to whom the rights in the film have passed, who is aggrieved by any order of the central government, may within 60 days of the date of publication of the notification in the official gazette make an appointment or application to the central government for review of the order. And second is section 7, which is about the penalties. If any person exhibits or permits to be exhibited in any place any film other than a film which has been certified by the board shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years or with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, or with both, and in the same case of a continuing offence with a further fine which may extend to 20,000 rupees for each day during which the offence continues. Next is section 7A, which is power of seizure, where a film in respect of which no certificate has been granted under this act is exhibited, or a film certified as suitable for public exhibition restricted to adults is exhibited to any person who is not an adult, or a film is exhibited in contravention of any of the other provisions contained in this act. Any public officer may enter any place in which he has reason to believe that the film has been or is likely to be exhibited, search it and seize the film. And next section is 10, which is cinematograph exhibition to be licensed. No person shall give an exhibition by means of a cinematograph elsewhere that in a place licensed under this part or otherwise then in compliance with any condition and restrictions imposed by such licenses, the authority having power to grant license shall be the district magistrate. Next is section 7A, which is about power of seizure, which I have already discussed with you. You can see in the slide, you can go through it. After this is cinematograph exhibition to be licensed, which is section 10. No person shall give an exhibition by means of cinematograph elsewhere that in a place licensed under this part or otherwise, then in compliance with any conditions and restrictions imposed by such licenses. The authority having power to grant licenses shall be the district magistrate. After this is power of central government or the local authorities to suspend exhibition of films in certain cases, which is section 30. The lieutenant governor, or as the case may be, the chief commissioner in respect of whole or any part of a union territory, and a district magistrate in respect of the district within his jurisdiction any, if he is of opinion that any film which is being publicly exhibited is likely to cause a breach of the peace, by order suspend the exhibition of the film by an order for a period of 2 months, and during such suspension the film shall be deemed to be an uncertified film in the state, part or district as the case may be. After this is the proposed bill about the Cinematograph Act. Three board features that are being proposed in the new bill of the Cinematograph Act 2010 of India, which are an emphasis to contemporize issues, incorporation of technological changes which have vastly changed since 1952 when the Cinematograph Act was enacted, and much harsher penalties in case of copyright violations has taken. So that is all about in this particular video. Thank you.